Welcome to Chris' VEVE journey, where I take you on the trip to VEVE, always as an adventurer, never as a financial advisor. So please invest with caution. So welcome. As you can see, I switched it up a bit today. I thought maybe it's a little bit more interesting if I'm staying in front of the camera instead of just sitting there having a little video in the corner like every other YouTuber that does work about VEVE. Thought it is more interesting, at least delivering something else than everybody else is doing. I mean, everyone is supposed to be doing their YouTube thing, and I watch a lot of other YouTubers in the German and in the English community, and I have to say I enjoy all of them. Everyone has something he brings to the table, so that is great. I just thought for myself I would try something else, and maybe tomorrow I'll be back to normal. I don't know. If you like it, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I don't know. And leave a like. That would help a lot. So today we talk about two things, and my drop from the Spider-Man drop today. So let's start with the obvious thing. Just after I finished and uploaded the videos yesterday, VEVE made this Twitter announcement about the two new Bond posters. Bad timing on my end. So if they were a little bit earlier with the announcement, I might have put that in the last video. But whatever, now I'm a little bit late and you probably already heard it, but there's two new posters, a new poster set, the fourth poster set already from No Time to Die. And I have to say, in my opinion, these are the best looking posters yet. I wasn't a fan of any of the posters. I even grabbed one of the ultra rare posters and sold that right away to buy something else, which is awesome. I could buy something I really wanted and didn't get at the drop, so I'm happy about that. This time, yeah, it's a little bit different. I already spent my gems, to be honest. I have no gems left for this drop, so I have to miss out on that one for now. But if you can, I mean, go for it. Best of luck with it. I think the designs are great. I like even the rare design even more than the ultra rare design, to be honest. I would always go for the ultra rare, honestly, but I think the rare is great. It's the best looking poster they made yet, in my opinion. It's called Seven's Lair. It drops tomorrow at 8 AM. The price is $87. It's a rare, and the edition size is at 4007, so that you have the 007 in the edition number again. Excuse me. So that's all about the rare one. The ultra rare one is called Twist. Also a great design. I'm usually not a fan of these reduced designs. I told you about it a couple of times already. But this design I dig. I don't know why, but I do like it a lot. This one is also dropping at the same time, so you have to decide if you go for the rare or the ultra rare. It will cost $107, or gems, better yet. And the edition size is 2507. Like I said, in my opinion, these two look great. And I also think it's a great opportunity, one of the last opportunities to grab a set for cheap. Because if you think about it, if you grab this at the drop, if you get the ultra rare for 107, then you only have to go back to the marketplace and get the rare one. And there's a possibility the rare one will even drop below whatever it is costing at the drop. I mean, it's costing 87, but maybe you can get it even for 80 later on. There is a possibility that you can. And even if you don't, I mean, if you pay like, I don't know, 93 bucks for it, you still just paid 200 bucks and you have a whole set with two pieces. Now, will a two-piece set make a lot of sense? I mean, a lot of people are going for Captain Carter because she's a set by herself. The same goes for Superman. I mean, Superman has a lot of other things going for him, and I still miss Superman. I really need the Superman. But the Captain Carter is one of those characters that is a set by herself, and she's pretty cheap. I mean, by now she's over 300. Crazy. If I had known that, I wouldn't have sold her so quick, but you live and you learn. But we don't know how it will actually work out. So maybe sets with more pieces will bring more points towards the MCP, the Master Collectors Program. In this case, I still think I made a pretty good decision with the Star Trek set. I mean, I don't have any sets except the Star Trek set. It's the only set I have full. I mean, I'm pretty late to the party. That's why it's hard for me to complete whole sets, and at this point my funds are depleted for now. trying to accumulate a little bit more cash somewhere else, but we'll see. And yeah, so at this point I only have the Star Trek set, but I guess the Star Trek set makes a lot of sense. And if you don't have the Star Trek set, you might want to reconsider. At this point, I mean, I totally FOMO'd out on the Enterprise. I bought it when it was 500. That was the stupidest decision I made so far. Even worse than selling my ultra rare Immortal Hulk for cheap. But yeah, like I said, you live and you learn. That was my first drop ever I got an ultra rare. I was too stupid to know it better. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Also with the Enterprise, I paid 500. It doesn't matter. I'm still good on the pieces and on my investment. So I guess it's still a good idea. But I digress. The thing with the Star Trek set is that you can buy the Enterprise for about 300, maybe 350 now if prices come up again. But yeah, basically 300 for the Enterprise, about 100 for the Borg Cube, and the last two pieces is 60 and 40 bucks, and they are still in the shop. It's one of two of the few pieces that are still in the shop. I was lucky. I bought the Borg Cube, the small one, and I got the edition number 700. I mean, it's just 40 bucks and you get something with an edition number of 700. That is pretty great. Mint number 700, excuse me. Yeah, so I thought this might be interesting because you pay like, so there's 300 on the Enterprise, 100 for the Borg Cube, and another 100 for the two small models. That is like 500 bucks. That is not so much for a 4-piece MCP set. Like if it counts in the Master Collector set, if you have more pieces in a set, the Star Trek set is the biggest deal, I guess. I'm not sure if there's some of the more art-driven sets with the Levitts or whatever, if they are cheaper. Or yeah, maybe with the Marvel Mighties also. But the Star Trek set, it has a lot of going for it. And like I said, I'm still counting on it that the Enterprise and the Borg Cube will be mass transportation units on the in the VEVEverse. So if that ever happens, I'm great, I'm good. I'm really hoping for it. If not, I'm just a big fan. You can't see it, but there's a lot of Star Trek stuff right behind me in the in the parts you can see. It's one more row down. There's like, I don't know, 30 Star Trek ships, and the Enterprise D is my favorite ship, and the Borg Cube is like my second favorite ship. So I'm totally good on those ones. I was just stupid enough not to buy them when I saw them first time, where the Enterprise was about 200. I don't know, I don't know what I was thinking not to buy it. I was still trying to learn, I was too soon there. Yeah, so much for that. So the second drop you should look out for is actually Thursday, also 8 AM. It's another comic drop. It's Hulk, not Hulk, yeah, of course Hulk. It's Thor number 337. It's the first app of Beta Ray Bill. He's like the alien version of Thor. He also has a hammer called Wind Stormbreaker. That was actually seen in the MCU already. And this is also a very classic book. What's special about it is, this is a limited edition. They haven't announced the details yet, but I guess limited edition will mean it has the same edition size as Avengers 8, and that means 10,000 pieces altogether. This will be a hard drop. So let's face it, people. I don't know how hard it was to get the Kang book. I wasn't there when the Kang book was released, but this one is tough. We have really big problems catching 30,000 edition pieces, and this is just 10,000 edition size. So yeah, I mean, pretty much if you get a common book, and this will maybe work out just as well as the Avengers 8 book, that means the commons are almost at $100. So yeah, hard to get. I'm sure these are hard to get. I'll try my luck. That's what I got left on my gem supply, $7 for the book. So let's hope it works out. I mean, if this is the thing, it's only 10,000 pieces, so it's really hard to get, but if you get it, it's even better. So let's hope you guys catch one, and yeah, crossing my fingers that I'm catching one. Speaking of catching a book, I did get my Spider-Man book today, like Ultimate Fallout 4, that was released earlier on the drop. I was catching the regular common one with a pretty high mint number, so really nothing special about it. But I'm very happy. That's what I said. I would be totally happy if I get the book, and I am. I'm totally happy I got the book. The only thing I am a little bit sad about is if I was looking right after the drop and even a few minutes ago in the marketplace, yeah, that book is totally underestimated. Like the marketplace, in my opinion, no financial advisor, but in my opinion, totally underestimated. This book is great. This book is on the way to become a grail in a few years, maybe in a decade or two. But yeah, these prices, if I had gems, I'd buy now. I buy the rare, I buy the ultra rare, even the secret rare I saw was going for 1.5, 1.6. I mean, do you guys understand that this is the Spider-Man of the new generation? Like, this is not just a side character. This will be the Spider-Man in 30 years kids have grown up with. It's not a Spider-Man we have grown up with, but these guys grew up with. Into the Spider-Verse movie, that was not about Peter Parker. It was totally about Miles Morales. And there's a high possibility, a very high possibility, that we will see Miles Morales in the MCU. Maybe even see him replace Tom Holland at some point. I don't know. I mean, if you can get that one for cheap now, why wouldn't you? I would. If I could, I would totally get it. I actually just talked on Facebook with a guy who was lucky enough to get the secret rare. I mean, that is, in my opinion, the secret rare is like getting gold. Really, it's like someone had a piece of gold and he would just give it to you. That's how high I think of this book. So everyone who got a secret rare, yeah, you got lucky. So, yeah, told you everything. So much about the books. I wish you guys good luck on the next drop. Hope you're doing fine. And yeah, that's it. I guess we'll see us tomorrow. And have fun.